Good morning, everybody. It is January 29th, 2025, and this morning we're diving in the 1 Samuel chapter 8, verses 21 and 22. So let me encourage you to grab your Bibles and get you a cup of coffee, a cup of hot chocolate maybe, and let's open up the Word in the 1 Samuel chapter 8, verses 21 and 22. Here's what the text says, all right? And when Samuel had heard all the words of the people, he repeated them in the ears of the Lord. And the Lord said to Samuel, obey their voice and make them a king. Samuel then said to the men of Israel, go every man to his city. Okay, so after hearing the people's stubborn insistence, Samuel took their request to the Lord. And God instructed Samuel to obey their demand and to give them a king, despite knowing the consequences that would follow. You see, God allowed the Israelites to pursue their misguided desires, even as he prepared to teach them through this experience. Okay, so God's response really does show us his sovereignty, and it shows us his patience. That while the people's choice was not in line with his perfect will, he remained in control, working even through their rebellion to accomplish his ultimate purposes. Now, this truth reminds us that God can use even our poor choices to teach us and to draw us back to him. His grace is always present, even when we take the wrong path. So Samuel's role in this moment is also noteworthy. I mean, despite his personal dismay, he remained obedient to God's commands, and he continued to serve the people faithfully. And his example teaches us the importance of trusting God's plan even when we don't fully understand it ourselves. So like Samuel, we can rest in the knowledge that God's purposes will prevail even in challenging circumstances. So let me ask you, are you wrestling with a situation where God seems to be allowing something you don't understand? Well, trust that his wisdom and his plans are greater than ours. Surrender your concerns to him and remain faithful in your role as Samuel did. You see, even when circumstances seem uncertain, God is always at work for your good and for his glory. Well, I hope you have a good rest today. We'll look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow morning. Take care and thank you for joining me.